from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Dak Prescott and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action now, Prescott. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
To Adam Humphries.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 17 carries, 99 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds Humphries. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Over the middle, complete. It's back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Joey Sly lining up for the point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott out to the right to Humphries. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
To Adam Humphries.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Chiefs.
To the air again, Prescott. That's caught by Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
10. Steelers 7.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about
and he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10, Steelers 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down. It's Bell, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the Steelers' 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Nelson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Love going to keep it on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knock people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
We can't have that.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Love now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is the tight end fan. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Prescott's pass.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. It's caught left side by Cooks. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Trevor Williams.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And Johnson, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Prescott from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
17. Steelers 14.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jacobs, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's got Jack Doyle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. You'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
Now Love. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing right, and that's complete. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jacobs now. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jake Bailey in punt formation.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A first down throw for Prescott. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott on first down. Gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Hill. A gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Prescott now. And Hill with it over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. A quick slant to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Love. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Love's pass intercepted by the Chiefs.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Time for the next drive. We'll see what tight end Jack Doyle and the rest of this offense can do. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. It looks
Looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine.